I didn't want to see anybody, really. I was really, really embarrassed by it, and I think the biggest part of it was the weight gain. I want to make it something that people can just sit down and talk about, and not them say, try and hide, which is what I did for 6 months, whether I knew I had it or not. It's what I did, and I was ashamed of it.
When Megan O'Grady first stepped on the campus of Carroll University in 2008, she'd only started running in high school 2 years earlier. She enjoyed competing in long-distance races because it was fun and relieved life's pressures. It wasn't until she finished second in the Division III 5,000-meter outdoor championship late in her freshman year that she realized her talent exceeded her expectations.
I don't know, I just know when I heard I was 4 seconds away, which was the next person that went to nationals, I was just like, wow, that would have been awesome, like to say that as a freshman. And so in my freshman year I was still okay, I think, because I still wasn't in that extreme competitive mode in my mind. I was still just a freshman, just running to have fun, and then, I mean, it really wasn't until the end of my freshman year that I really, to me, it was big time success, and I didn't even know how to process it.
Fearing the loss of her newfound elite status, Megan felt her body needed to resemble the stereotypical images she saw on running magazines: thin, toned runners with ripped stomachs. She pushed herself until her weight fell to 92 pounds. But as the weight dropped, the pressure to compete remained. When an intestinal disorder developed, she found a way to relieve her stress.
Binging, it kind of started the summer after my freshman year, when I kept going to the bathroom, like uncontrollably. Then I would eat so much, and then I would go to the bathroom, eat so much, go to the bathroom, and then it was like, I'm not gaining weight, I'm eating whatever I want, and I'm still hungry, and then I think I got into that pattern, and to me, I guess something in it was like, hey, this feels good to me, let's keep doing it, and it just kept going from there.
But as Megan's intestinal troubles improved, she started gaining weight. Her solution? Use laxatives to get rid of what she'd eaten. She didn't understand that the process of binging and purging was bulimia.
I knew that I was eating a lot, and that to me it was okay to just get rid of it that way. And I didn't really comprehend that it might have been bad for me. And that was a lot of that was because I would still run good times. And so I was like, oh, if I'm running good times, what else matters? You know, besides my health, that wasn't crossing my mind, just all about time.
Megan recognized she was in trouble that summer. She hid her bulimia from friends and family and became increasingly sensitive toward comments about her appearance. She had lost control. As the start of her junior season approached, Megan understood she couldn't return to school. It was time to admit her problem. Her decision to sit out stunned her teammates, and it led her coach, Sean Tielitz, to take a deep look at his coaching methods and question whether his demanding style played a role in her troubles.
Megan didn't tell me anything until that week of reporting. We reported on Sunday. I think she told me like that Wednesday or Thursday. So it was bam, right in my face, less than 5 days before the cross-country season started. That, wow, coach, this is who you are. This is it right here. Looking in that mirror, that's who you are. Is that who you want to be? And I was, no, I don't want to be that person. Because if I've done it, if this is who I was as a coach has affected Megan, I'm sure it's affected other people along the way.
Megan left school and spent the next year struggling to regain control of her life. She saw a therapist and tried to force good eating habits, but the eating disorder held a firm grip on her life. She struggled to last even a couple days without a binging episode and feared being home alone with food. Her parents felt powerless to help her and worried when Megan decided to return to Carroll and resume her cross-country career in August 2011. Tielitz assured Megan that there would be no expectations for her to succeed. He only asked that she be part of the team. But even after Tielitz offered to remove the pressure of expectations that gave birth to Megan's eating disorder, she couldn't convince herself to lower the bar. She relapsed after some races as she struggled to rebuild her self-image as a runner. Megan secretly longed to be a conference champion again.
And she really never even said at that point, I really, really want this. She never did. Until she came by me with that look, that determination. And I know our men's team noticed it. You could tell when you're out there for fun, when you're out there to really go hard and compete. She had that look. It's mind-blowing. Knowing that you were at this level, walking away from it, battling the inner demons, battling yourself, nothing else, but battling yourself to accept yourself for who you are, who you were, getting over that hump, knowing that this one race is either going to seal the deal or we're going to spiral out of control.
Megan sealed the deal, winning the race in dominant fashion. But the victory meant more than a conference championship. For both Megan and Telitz, the true victory was in the personal changes each experienced. Megan gained confidence that helped suppress the urges to binge, and Telitz started placing more of his focus on the positives of his athletes' accomplishments and taking more of an interest in their lives away from the track.
It's not easy for somebody to admit that they're wrong. Nobody's perfect. It's hard to admit that what you're doing is wrong. I look at my daughter and I look at Megan, my oldest daughter. Very similar, because now she's getting into athletics. She's into basketball. And so I have to remind myself that, hey, you have to be supportive. Even when things aren't going well, you still have to be supportive. You still have to find that positive, and that's what you should yell out, not, keep your feet moving, things like that. But Lily, my oldest daughter, really looks up to Megan and was heartbroken when Megan didn't come back. And now is, she looks up to her. And it was hard for me to accept her looking up to somebody who couldn't take care of themselves and got to that, to binge and purge. Why should we look up to somebody like that? Now it's okay, because Megan has taught her that you can get through things. You don't have to be this weight, this height, look this way, be this way. You can be who you are and accept who you are. She's going to be a great mentor. This is a great story that if it can get out there and she can get her story out there. It's about, you watch other distance runners go through it who can't recover from it, or other people in life who don't recover from it until 10 years down the line, many years, and it affects the rest of their life.
To me, my goal is to, if someone is struggling with this, someone has body image issues, to be able to just say it and not have to go back to my room like I did and then just stuff it in. I'd rather them sit down, talk about it, and then find out ways to deal with it.
She gets the whole picture now. She sees the whole picture. She's one of the few athletes who saw the whole picture when she was an athlete. A lot of them see the whole picture after they're done and they look back at things. Now she's gone through the whole gambit of emotions, everything. She gets the whole picture.